We are gonna be making a breeding fish pond.
So here is our pond right here.
And there you have it, guys. We have our pond completely set up. We pour them on in 3, 2, and it's going, it's going, it's going. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having an amazing day so far. So guys, we have a pretty exciting day ahead of us. What we are going to be doing is we are getting a giant pond. We're getting the necessities for this giant pond because we are going to be making a breeding fish pond. Now we can't set everything up today because once we add the water and everything else that we need in the pond, we need to let the pond acclimate. We need to put some drops in the water to make sure that once we add the fish, it's a healthy pond for these little guys. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be setting up the pond, getting it nice and pretty, and then in a couple days, we're gonna be getting the fish.
So here is our pond right here. It's all set up. It is ready to go, but obviously it has nothing in it. We have our wood piece right here. So what we are gonna be doing is we have our sand. We have more substrate right there. We're actually gonna be taking those bags of sand, putting them in here, mixing it evenly, and all that sand is gonna go in this giant bucket with our mangroves. And then what's gonna be on the outside is we're gonna be filling it up with water. The fish are gonna be swimming in the outside right here, and we are gonna be filling this with a bunch of water plants. We also got our filter ready right here. So guys, the only thing left to do
is to set the pond up. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cut one of the bags open. Okay. And now we're just gonna go ahead and pour it on in. Look at that, guys. All right. So we got the first bag completely in. Now we're gonna take the second bag right here. And Coda has joined us for the video. He's very curious as to what the heck Mommy's doing. You wanna help out? Lend a helping hand, Coda? All right, we got the second bag open. We're just gonna go ahead and pour it on in. Cody, that's not for you, buddy. All right, we're going. Cody, you can't lick that, buddy. You gotta get out of here. Okay, we're gonna make sure we get all of the remnants on the bottom. And guys, now there we have it. We have poured both of the bags in. Now the only thing left to do is to start mixing. So we're just gonna have to start really getting in there and mixing it. And we're gonna be having to do this for quite some time. I think Cody's gonna help out. And we're gonna need all hands on deck right now. So guys, once we have this completely mixed, I'll be right back with you all.
One eternity later.
So you can see that everything is mixed evenly. The gravel with the sand looks nice and mixed well. So the only thing left to do is to start dumping it into the middle bucket. So what we have to work with are 2 Flanagan's cups. So this is going to take quite some time. So we're just going to put both of the cups in there like that and dump it on in. All right, guys. So you can see that we have a huge bucket of sand. Like, I couldn't even pick this up if I tried. You can see it's going on nice and evenly. We're gonna have to spread it and make sure it is compacted in there so none of it is getting out. So guys, once I get the sand all in here, I'll be back with you all, but it might take some time. So we are finally done. We have filled all of the sand and the substrate in here. It's looking great. It might be a little messy, but that is okay. It's going to be cleaned up just nice. Now, before we add the mangroves, it is time to add the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to come on right here, and we're going to let go of the hose in 3, 2, and all right, now here we go. So we're going to hold it on the bottom so the sand isn't floating on top and that the water fills up nice and slow. So once we have the water at the water level that we want it to be, guys, I'll be back with you all. So we have finally completed adding the water, adding the sand in here, and this bad boy is ready to go. Now, the only thing left to do is to add the filter so the fish are able to breathe, to circulate the water before we get the fish in a couple days. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go on ahead, open our filter on up. Okay. So now that we got it completely unpackaged, we're gonna take the little aerator right here and just put it on like so, attach it. All right, guys, now it is ready to be placed in here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put it on, find an area that works. Okay, I'm thinking like maybe like right here. What do you think, Dylan?
Oh yeah, that looks great.
Okay, so we're gonna put that on right here. Do you think we should maybe put it in the back more? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe in the back.
Yeah, because we have the plug right over here. So we're just gonna go ahead, put it right here. Now that it is nice and suctioned on, we're gonna plug it in and it's gonna start working in 3, 2, and there we have it, ladies and gents. We have our filter nice and working. We're just gonna fix it a little bit better, and there we have it. We have our filter in. It is looking great. Now guys, the only thing left to do is to add the mangroves. So we've got a bunch of mangroves in this bucket right here. Now to me, that is so many. Now what we're gonna be doing is we're just gonna be taking each mangrove and placing it in here just like so. Now the reason why we're putting the mangroves in here is the mangroves will start growing on up and actually will be a shade for these little fish, and it's gonna be like a little habitat for these little guys right here, extra shade other than the water succulents. So as you can see, we're just scattering them around, placing them in different areas, but if you look right here, you can see that the roots are already growing through, which is a very great sign that these are some healthy mangroves right here. So we have a long ways to go. So we're just gonna keep on placing them in different areas. Okay. I don't think we're gonna add too many because we don't want them to be everywhere. But what are you thinking, Delano? Do you think I should
I think
add
maybe
more?
2 more and then you're good.
All right, we got 1, 2. We're gonna add 3 more for good luck. Okay, and we're gonna put it in this way. And there you have it, guys. We have our pond completely set up, but not completely set up because we still got to get the fish and we still got to get some water plants to go on top of the water so they can hide in there, they can munch on it, and they can get some shade and be protected from the sun. But you can see that this water isn't filtered yet, so what we need to do is we need to wait a couple days before we can introduce any fish to this water. It needs to get acclimated to a certain temperature. So guys, I'll catch you all back here in a couple days. So me and Delano have just made it to the fish store, and you can see this entire aisle is full of amazing colorful fish that we are going to be looking at, but there's going to be one fish in particular, which are the mollies, which are not aggressive. They're absolutely gorgeous. They breed easily. So those are the fish that we are going to be looking for today, but let's just check out some of the fish they have.
So first off, we have yellow lab, which are actually cichlids, and these guys are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at their bright yellow colors. They have amazing fish here. Now, moving forward, I mean, look at these. These are goldfish right here, but look at the variety of colors. I mean, these guys are gorgeous right here. And look at these tiger barfish right here. There's stripes, and look at this little guy. He is absolutely adorable, but all of these fish won't do good with the mollies, but they're absolutely gorgeous. So maybe in the future, putting different types of fish that can coexist together would be amazing. I mean, look at these guys. Look at this gorgeous angelfish right here. I mean, just look at their long fins right here, and we have tiny little ones. I mean, look at the difference. You can see that these are absolutely ginormous, and these are little babies right here. Now, I had to come back and show you these little puffer fish right here. Now, these have to be one of my favorite. I mean, look how tiny, and look how gorgeous these guys are. Now, there's not a lot of fish in here, but the reason they have this black thing right here is so these little guys can hide, just like that little guy is about to go in there and hide in there. But these guys are very aggressive, so they wouldn't do good in our pond. And we have made it to a bunch of more beautiful goldfish right here. I mean, guys, it is never ending. But one thing that we are going to be getting today with the mollies are these apple snails right here.
Now, the reason that we are getting the snails is because these snails will eat all the algae and all the dirty stuff on the bottom. So we're only going to get one because, guys, if you look how ginormous these guys are, if we get too many, they'll just eat all of our water plants that we're going to be adding in, so we're only going to want one.
So we have made it to the section of mollies right here. So we have the guppies, we have the mollies, we have more mollies right there, and we have some platies over here. Now, even though they're not all mollies, they are still in the same family, so they can coexist together. But I'm thinking that we're going to stick with these two tanks right here because look how gorgeous these guys are. I mean, I absolutely love these guys right here. But Delano, how many do you think we should get?
I think you should totally get 10 of each.
So you think 10 of those and 10 of those, so 20 total?
20 total.
Okay, yeah, guys. So I think we're gonna get 10 in this tank and 10 in that tank. And the great thing about these guys
are that they're non-aggressive, and these guys breed like crazy. Now, since this is a self-serving fish store, we're gonna go get the bucket, get the net, and catch some fish. We have our bucket, we have our net. Now it is time to catch some mollies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off by scooping the water that they're acclimated to right here. So we're gonna wanna get a lot. Probably like that much, Delano, or a little less?
Maybe a little less.
Okay, we're gonna do a little less. Okay, now that we got our water, we are gonna put it right here, and it is time to fish for some of these little guys right here. So we're gonna go on ahead and scoop some up. Oh my gosh, guys, look. So we have 3 right here. You can see they're swimming around in the net. So we're just gonna go on ahead, pick them up like so, turn this around, and put them in. There we have it, guys. So we have 3 of those mollies. So we're gonna have to go in again, and we're gonna have to get a lot more. Okay, let's go. Okay, how many is that, Delano? We have 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6.
6. So there's 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're gonna need one more. Okay. Put these guys in here like so. Okay. Now guys, let's catch one more little guy. Look at him. All right, we got him. He's swimming around.
Wow, I think that's the most pretty one so far.
You think so?
Yeah.
Guys, he is absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna bring him on out like so. Put him in there. Now it is time to head to the second tank right here. So we're just gonna go on ahead, stick our net in, and give it a big old swoop like so. And how many do we get? Okay, we only got 3. So we're just gonna go on ahead, put them in with the other mollies. We have 3. Okay, let's count. Go on ahead and count how many we have
Wow,
here.
that's
So we have
a lot.
okay, yeah. I don't even think we can count this, Delano. So we have 3, 4. Wait, 3, 4,
6,
5, 6,
7,
7, 8. Okay, we're just gonna go put them all in because I can't really count that many. But that is definitely enough. So there you have it, guys. So we have 20 fish in here. We have 10 mollies and 10 guppies. Now, guys, it is time to get these guys bagged up and head home to put them in the pond. So we have finally made it back to my house. We got our water plants right here. We got our mollies and all our fish in this bag right here. But the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go on ahead and start planting the water plants in here. And we have a couple more to go. We're just gonna keep scattering throughout the pond so that these fish feel protected, that the sun doesn't beam on them, and it definitely cools the water down. So guys, it is the moment you all have been waiting for. We have the pond completely set up and it is ready for the fish. But before we can put the fish inside, what we have to do is we're gonna scoot them on over and we have to get them acclimated to the water. Now what that means is we're just gonna let them sit in here for about 40 minutes so they can get used to the water temperature inside the pond. So as we wait for these little guys to get acclimated, we're gonna head inside and give little Theo a bottle. So we've got little Theo boy right here and he is very eager for his bottle. It's all prepared, it's all heated up, and he just literally grabbed it out of my hand. You want to eat that, Baba buddy? Yeah, it's so good. It's so good for your tummy. Come on, you gotta actually drink it, not just play with it. Oh my goodness. Are you gonna drink it, buddy? Yeah, he likes to have little conversations before he eats. But isn't that so good? And there he goes. He is just starting to chug that bottle down. Isn't that right, buddy? So yummy for the little monkey tummy boy. We got all the probiotics in there to make you grow nice and strong. So now that Theo is over a year old, he used to get 4 bottles when I first got him when he was 2 weeks old. Now he's fully on 3 bottles. He's been weaned off of 4 bottles, but now since he's becoming such a big, strong boy, eating all his monkey biscuits, eating all his fruits and veggie, he is gonna be weaned to only 2 bottles a day, and eventually this little big boy is not gonna be on any bottles anymore. Isn't that right? So now that Theo has taken his full bottle, well, I think the fish are ready, so let's go on ahead, go outside, and check on the fish. So the wait time is over. It is time to introduce these fish to their new pond. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna rip open a hole right here. I'm gonna kinda pull it down right here. All right, guys, and we're just gonna take these guys and pour them on in 3, 2, and it's going, it's going, it's going. Okay, they're almost all out. And look at that, we have them all in here, and look how beautiful these little guys look. I mean, they are so tiny. They're checking their new area out. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna spread evenly the water plants right here, but it is time to feed these little guys right here. I'm not sure when the last time they got fed, so we're gonna feed them in their new habitat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on ahead, open their fish food right here, and I decided to get the flake pond fish food right here, so we're just gonna take a handful like so, and just break it up on like this, and spread it throughout. Let's see if these little guys come. I'm not sure, they might all be in the back. There's one right here. Okay, guys. All right, we got all of the fish food in here. These little guys are exploring on now, so we're just gonna let them do their thing. They're gonna munch on the food as they go. But guys, that is going to end today's video. If you all enjoyed today's video, setting up this amazing pond, well, give this video a big thumbs up. And guys, I want you to stop what you're doing right now and comment down below if you think I should do another pond like this. Since this pond came out absolutely incredible, and these fish are very, very cool. Now guys, if you wanna see more animal videos like this, well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel, the link down below.